Hi guys, thank you for coming back to One on One with Frank Pinson. We have the main man right here, Mr. Ladale Hollywood Howell. How goes it, sir?
How you doing? All right, all right.
Thank you for coming on with us today. So tell me, how'd you get this name, Hollywood? Where'd you grow up, and like what high school did you go to? Where's Hollywood from?
Well, that's where it all started, man. It started out in high school playing basketball, actually.
Okay.
And they said I had that playing style like the old ball player. They used to call him Hollywood Henderson. And it just took off from there, man. I just branded the name, and it's been a blessing.
And you ran with it. So Hollywood Henderson is the guy, he played for UGA.
I think it was UGA, yes.
UGA back in the day, so that's right. So can you describe to the people what it is that you do, and what is it you do on a daily basis?
Well, I'm a car salesman. And when I say that, most people say, oh, he's a crook. That's not necessarily true. The good thing is here at Adventure, none of our salesmen here, we're not on commission, we're salary-based, driven. I'm just trying to change people's lives one car at a time. Just honest and transparent as possible. You don't find that in many dealers anymore. Most of the guys are looking to make a commission, and if you're getting a high commission, where's your service going to come from?
That is right.
So,
and Dalton is so tightly based. Everyone knows everybody, right. And so that's good that you have a good rapport with the people here. So I know coming out of high school and you were a big time baller, you didn't say I want to be a salesperson. I want to be a salesperson for Ed Kirby. How did you make that transition into sales?
It's funny that you say that. Growing up as a kid, I started my own freeze pop business, man.
Really?
25 and 15 cents during the summer. I think I was in the 4th grade. And then my parents got me into recreational basketball. That took off, so she took over the business. And my dad said, son, why don't you start trying to sell something? The strongest weapon you got is your mouth. Use it. And ever since then, man.
You've been in the sales for there.
Yeah.
So, man, is there a type of training that you have to go to sales cars? How can the youth, how can they go into sales?
Okay, awesome, man. You need to know your product, and first and foremost, you need to have people skills. You gotta, and also love what you do. You gotta love people, you know, because a customer knows within the first 5 minutes if they're gonna buy from you or not. So before you even attempt to start to sell a car, you got to sell yourself. Okay, and you got to build rapport with the customer. That is first and foremost. And I go to training in Atlanta. Sometimes we go up in Tennessee on every product that we sell. I have to have the knowledge because you have some technical people coming there with questions.
I know that is true about those cars. So I know you've been in sales for, is it 18 years
yes.
now. So how do you remember the first car that you sold, and what was it?
Yes, I was at Sale Automall back in 1998. We were off at a tent sale in Fort Oglethorpe, actually.
Okay.
And at a tent sale, you try to sell as many cars as you can fastly. I had a 3-car day that weekend. That was the first time. Most money ever made in one day.
In one day?
Yes, and I've been doing it ever since.
What was that car? Because I know 18 years ago, it was probably something classic.
It was a Suburban and a Tahoe and a Trailblazer.
All at
the same, yes.
That's okay right there. So I know you talked about people knowing their stuff about the cars and want to get real technical. I know it's not always high days selling 3 cars. What is that feeling of being rejected from someone saying, no, I don't want to buy that like that? Is that something that comes on a daily basis? What do you have to do?
It does, but I'm a very sensitive type person, and I had to put those feelings aside. I've lived on both sides of this. And the worst thing that I hate is telling a customer that I can't sell them anything. But now, since I've been at Ed Kirby, if I can't sell them nothing today, I can provide them a solution. And if they'll listen to me within a 6-month period, they can come back to me and I can sell them a car, guarantee it.
That's great right there. So I'm one of those type of guys who try to wait until I see those doors close, or maybe it's 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and I go and look at the cars on the lot. Is there should I keep doing that, or because it would be pretty funny if I'll go out there at 11, you pop up, it's Hollywood. I knew you were looking at these cars.
Well, the good thing about doing business at Ed Kirby, we plainly post our best prices on the web as a #1 value within a 250-mile radius. So you'll know what you can buy your car for before you come to the dealership. We're one price, no haggle, no hassle dealership. We plainly post our best price in the window and every web out there, so you know what you can buy it for. Plus tax, and title. We don't have no dock fees, no hidden fees.
Okay, that's great. So I know you have to stay motivated and to be able to go out and get rejected on a daily basis and sell cars as well. Is there any advice to those youth who look up to you, who are wanting to do that? Can you give them any words of wisdom?
Yes, excuse me. Yes, personal issues when you're dealing with customer service and customer. I know some days you're going to feel like you just don't want to be there, but you got to leave that at home. I don't know if you guys ever been to Disney or not, but at Disney, you train to get on stage. You got to put everything. You got to make sure your hair is right. You got to make sure your attitude is right. Your focus is right. And we do that by morning meeting every morning. We often even pray before every business, before we go out every morning to get our mindset right, because we don't know what that customer has been through when we meet them, and they don't know what we've been through. But we got to lay all that to the side and give them the best purchase experience they ever had.
That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. So I know you're a big family man as well. You want to give any shout outs to anyone that you have in your family?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my oldest son, Desmond. I got Del Monte at Dalton High School, Aaron Telly, and my wife. She's been with me for 18 years, Lorna Robert. And Jada, I can't forget you. We didn't get a picture of him. That's my bulldog. Yeah.
Okay, so I know these people keep you motivated as well. Guys, I caught them on candid camera. Big man with the little dogs. Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, those are my little two Yorkie mixes. That's Duke and Kai. And we just got back from vacation same day, and that's the picture that my son took when they saw us when we came in. They jumped right up on me and they snapped the shot. So they glad to see me.
Which one is the rowdy one? I know you always have a rowdy.
The little bitty, he's the runt. That's Kai, boy. He's the roughest of them all.
That is right. So before we get you out of here, like I say, I was speaking with someone about this before. I know it's bigger than just selling cars. Now that I think about it before, when you sell cars, you give people confidence booster. You know, they want to take care of that. You give them a peace of mind, safety as they transport their families around as well. Is that something that you look forward to?
Oh yes, because I couldn't do my job without customers coming to me. And first impression is going to be the best. And I believe if you treat people like you want to be treated, and it's easy to just tell the truth than to tell a lie, because when you tell one lie, you got to tell another one behind it, cover it up.
That is right.
And I just look forward to people coming out and doing business with me. You might not like what I tell you, but I will tell you the truth. The truth.
That's the type of people I like to be around. So how can people follow you if they're interested in a car, they want to know some facts about a car? How can they follow you on either social media or at Ed Kirby?
You can reach me at adventurecars.com, Ladale Howell at Adventure Cars. I also have my own website, carsbyhollywood.com. Come out and see us, folks.
Can you give them that office number just in case they want to call?
Right. You can reach me on my direct line at 706-529-2061.
Say that one more time for them.
706-529-2061.
2061. And so before I let you go, can I get you to promise that you let me drive one of those big trucks or one of those drop-top Camaros you guys have? Come on, get me in there.
Hey, come on in, Mr. Pinson. You Mr. Pinson.
You heard it,
and it's
right.
all good when you ask for Hollywood.
You had them. So tell the people your slogan one more time.
It's all good when you ask for Hollywood.
And you sell them cheap.
Stacking them deep, selling them real cheap. Come on down.
So that's it. Thank you for coming. So guys, don't go anywhere. Right after this quick commercial break, we'll be right back.